In this lesson, we're going to talk about temperature conversions, and we'll specifically be focusing on converting back and forth between the Celsius and Fahrenheit systems. There is another system called Kelvin, but we won't be concerned with that system in this lesson. Our objectives will be to convert temperature measurement in degrees Celsius over to degrees Fahrenheit, and to convert temperature measurement in degrees Fahrenheit over to degrees Celsius. Now, in the Fahrenheit temperature scale, which is the one that we most commonly use in the U.S., water freezes at 32 degrees and water boils at 212 degrees. In the Celsius scale, very similar to the metric system, everything is based on a power of 10, so water freezes at 0 and water boils at 100. Now we have two formulas that will help us to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and these formulas are equivalent because if you take 9 and you divide it by 5, you will get 1.8. So you can use the decimal formula if you'd like, if it's a little bit easier for your calculations. And then there is a formula for converting Fahrenheit to Celsius, but we can only write it in one way because 5/9 can't be written exactly as a decimal because it's a repeated decimal. And so you can't put a repeated decimal into the calculator, so to be more accurate, we need to do our calculations with the actual original fraction. So here's an application where we're given a temperature in Celsius that we're going to convert to Fahrenheit. The lowest surface temperature ever recorded on Earth was minus 89 degrees Celsius. What is this temperature in degrees Fahrenheit? And the recording of this was actually in 1983 in Vostok, Antarctica. So we are going to convert to Fahrenheit. We know Celsius, so I'm going to use the decimal formula. The Fahrenheit measurement is 1.8 times the temperature in Celsius, which is minus or negative 89. Once we get that, we add 32 to get our answer. So you'll just take your calculator and multiply. A positive times a negative is negative, and it's going to be 160.2. Then we add 32. And when you add a negative number to a positive number, you actually end up subtracting them. And in this case, we'll have a negative answer because we have more negatives here than we have positives. And it turns out to be negative 128.20 degrees Fahrenheit. So minus 89 in Celsius is minus 128.20 degrees Fahrenheit. In this case, we're going to be given a Fahrenheit temperature measurement, and we're going to change it to Celsius. The average low temperature in the Cayman Islands is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. What is this in degrees Celsius? We have our formula, and we're going to substitute what we know, which is that we've got 78 degrees Fahrenheit. We subtract 32 from that, and then we multiply by 5/9. I'm going to follow my order of operations, do what's in these parentheses first. I'll get 46, and 46 is a whole number, so it has a denominator of 1, and this will help you to multiply out the fraction. And you can multiply 5 times 46, get that number, or just put 5 times 46 in the numerator, and then divide by 9. And when you do that, you're going to get a decimal approximation of about 25.6 degrees Celsius. It actually comes out to 25.5555 repeated, which would be 25.5 with a bar over it. But normally we'll just go ahead and round this off to whatever place they tell us to do in the exercises.